Hey guys, welcome to our awesome review today. Today, I'm going to be reviewing spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. This is a massive spoiler. Anyone watch this, you'll be spoiled and you won't like, well, you might like after you watch the movie, but I'm telling you right now, this video is only for people that have watched this movie from the theater. So if you've not watched this movie yet, click off the video and so that way you don't get spoiled. Anyways, on with the review. As you know, I'm a huge fan of some good characters: Stitch, Scooby Doo, Ben 10, and etc. etc. But I actually have grown up playing a Sega game. My dad was the very first person that gave the game to Sega, and I actually played it, and I liked the character Sonic. And you bet we were a bomb dollar that I actually have watched the first movie. The first movie, awesome, good movie, and everyone was so excited they got to see Tails. And here's the thing, everyone knew we were gonna get a sequel, and my God, the sequel, holy crap, was super good. So, tell you right now, click off the video because this is only for people that have watched the movie and they know what will happen maybe in the third one. We don't know. So here we go. So we all know about that Eggman, Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, got trapped on the mushroom planet because of the first movie. So he's been just living out there, trying to survive, but he's not really. He has made a makeshift satellite using some his spare parts, and he uses the quill from the first movie from Sonic to power up and to shoot a signal that hopefully someone will find him. And what ends up happening is that a ring portal shows up, and these warriors come out of nowhere. They almost they almost try to grab Eggman, but Eggman wakes up. He has a bunch of traps for them, and they get like trapped and besieged by Eggman's like genius, I guess. And then Eggman is about to run into the portal until he sees a new person come out, and he's like he's and you're like, oh God, who are you? And then like the thing sees the quill, and he's like, where did you find that? And then like Robotnik's like, this? Oh, a little blue hedgehog in the name of Sonic, and he's from Earth. Earth. Do not laugh. Anyways, the guy we all know is Knuckles. Anyways, Knuckles says to Eggman, but he doesn't even say anything. He just says, like, he just growls at him, and Eggman's like, if you help me to get to Earth, I will let you handle the hedgehog. Back on Earth, Sonic is trying to be like a superhero. He's trying to save people, trying to be a good person, and he's reckless. He really doesn't know what he's doing. He disarms. He tries to get rid of these robbers, which are robbing like a building. They have bombs. Sonic uses his speed to get the car out of the way. They almost run into passengers. He throws bombs into like everywhere. He thinks it's safe, like a sewer pipe, maybe in a gas, a trash can and all that stuff. But that's it. But when the car's about to hit a lot of people, which is an ice cream stand for some reason, um, Sonic has the great idea to grab a drill and just drill all the pins off the car, and then all the metal parts just fall off. And the guy's like in the car, is like, and he looks around, he's like, and this kid's like, wow, and his actor falls, and freaking the police grab everybody, and then Sonic's like, don't worry, citizens, the heroic blue justice is here to save you. And the guy's like, you were a terrible hero. He's like, and he just laughs as he runs back to Green Hills. He's like, he goes past, Lenny, because, okay, if you remember in the first movie, everyone didn't know about Sonic until he shows his face. Now, since everyone now knows him, everyone's like, "Hey, it's Sonic!" Because he's running by and he says, "Hey, hello, Green Hills!" Or, "Good morning, Green Hills!" And, like, he races off to his house. He, tries to go to sleep, and then he, for some reason, was supposed to go on a bowling trip with Tom. He goes with Tom. They go on a bowling trip. Tom has found out that he's been sneaking off and trying to be a hero, and he, in all honesty, Tom is just trying to protect Sonic, and he's just trying to show Sonic that you're okay. Tom says to Sonic, "Sonic, you're being reckless. I know you want to be a hero, but you're a kid." And then Sonic's like, "I know. Don't say that. I'm not a kid. And you told me a bunch of times I should use my powers for good. What's wrong with me doing this? You're being reckless. You'll you'll have a day when you'll have the chance to use your powers for good, but that day will only come when it's been chosen for you. You don't choose it." And Sonic's like, "I just got goosebumps. Did you see that from Oracle?" And then Tom's like, "No, that's a Tom Wazowski thing from my old father and all that stuff." Sonic is at the house. He's kind of keeping the house pretty much for himself, while Tom and Mira go to Hawaii for a wedding. Surprisingly, the wedding isn't a wedding. It's a FBI cover up, and they're trying to get Sonic, but they're doing this wedding thing so that way it doesn't like. They all think it's just a wedding, but Tom and the others just are in the mess of it, and they didn't know if the FBI was there. So, yeah. Anyways, Eggman arrives. He brings Knuckles. Knuckles smashes Sonic around. He's not like freaking Knuckles like smashes Sonic through the TV. He then blasts him out the wall. Sonic tries using his Sonic Boom blast to hit Knuckles. Knuckles grabs him, throws him onto the ground, smashing the property. Knuckles hits him onto a tree. And yeah. Anyways, but before that, while Sonic is having a great party, way, way, way far away, up in the cliffs, a portal opens and Tails jumps out of the portal. And he's like, if these coordinates are right, he's here. I just have to go and find him. And he just races off to find Sonic. Sonic he almost gets his ass kicked by Knuckles. Eggman's pretty good. I like Jim Carrey in this movie a little more than the first movie. The first movie he had good lines, but this he had so many funny lines. Some lines were a little bit replaced from the first movie, but that's what makes Jim Carrey. I liked. There's a lot of parts with Eggman in this movie where I felt like I was watching the Grinch Stole Christmas. For instance, the first part when he's on the Mushroom Planet, he's trying to do chess by himself by just looking at a mirror. That is hilarious. Or like he has he's narrating himself. That's so funny. It really reminded me of the first parts for the Grinch, and I love that because if you didn't know, Grinch was played by Jim Carrey. So yeah. Knuckles gets like plumbered by a police car, and he gets smashed into a side of a garden garage. And Tails is like, "Get in! I'm here to help." And then Sonic's like, "Who are you?" And then like he looks up, and then Knuckles is like, "Ugh." And then Sonic's like, "Oh, it doesn't matter." Then he just jumps in. Eggman tries to get on the truck, the car. Eggman gets flopped out of the way. For some reason, Eggman uses a lawnmower to go and get Sonic, while Knuckles. I did not know Knuckles was fast. I knew that he had strength and he could kind of fly or glide. I don't know, like the speed I felt like it was a little weird. I was not expecting him to go fast. I knew, okay, for what I know in the Sonic lore, Knuckles is the bronze. He's not as quick. I mean, in Sonic X, he can outrun missiles, sort of. I think he's had one time he hasn't gotten a missile hit him, and he's like, "I'm not as fast as you, Sonic." Like that, like, but like I think he is kind of he's fast enough at least, and I'm guessing because they're trying to like show Knuckles is he's pretty quick. I like the part when like the car like swerves in this truck of like I guess water tanks like are like it gets stopped and then Knuckles like plows right through it. He glides and jumps onto the car, smashes his glove hand into the roof of the car, grabs the door handle, rips it off, and tries to like get Tails. Tails Tails and Sonic have the brightest idea to smash the car off the cliff. Tails grabs Sonic, they fly out, and Knuckles tries to jump. He barely tries to get Sonic and Tails, but he crashes on the side of the cliff, and he's like, ugh! And then Sonic and Tails go away. Eggman's like, well, if you always start the smart way, then you won't know about the other way. Time that calls him back up. Like, and he calls Stone, which is... Stone is at a coffee brewery, and he's being like a coffee server. Because in the first movie, he kept on bringing coffee to Master Eggman, or Robotnik. And, and I liked him. I'm hoping in the third movie, he gets turned into a robot. And then, like, he's like one of, like, he's Q-Bot, like, for Eggman. And that would be funny. At least that'd be accurate because, you know, Eggman has robots, not humans. He has robot things, so who knows? The premise of Eggman in this movie was, I liked this movie was very slow. Like kind of Knuckles. It was slow and careful. There are points where it feels fast, but then it kind of goes back to slow. Eggman goes back to the Mean Bean, which is where Stone is. He brings in Knuckles. They're trying to track down Sonic, and they find out he's in Siberia with Tails. The reason why that they find that is because Tails and Sonic get away from Eggman and Knuckles. Knuckles and Eggman get a partner. They partner up, and they basically want to stop they both want to stop Sonic, and also Eggman like knows. Knuckles yells at something at Sonic. Eggman is like, "Ooh, ultimate power, you say?" And then like Knuckles is like, "That is mine to hold, not yours." And then Eggman's like, "Oh, of course." And of course he has his like he's doing his little like like the crisscross in your hands because he's like and Eggman in this movie was oh man he was so good. Anyways, Tails and Sonic go into a garage with Tom's boss. I forgot his freaking name, but while they're there, Sonic takes out his map and he looks at it and he sees the Tails says, "Look, something's happening to it," and it drops to the ground. A hologram of Longclaw comes out, and Longclaw basically tells Sonic that you are the son to go after the Master Emerald and keep it safe from evil and stuff. And they track down where the emerald could be. They find out there's a compass they need to get. So the compass is in Siberia. So they go to Siberia. They go to a bar. They try to blend like humans. They almost get thrown into fire. And they go off for like a dance off. So funny moments. I like there's like this moment where like Tails gets I don't know, like he gets so smothered with Sonic that Sonic says to him, "Look, buddy, me and you are together. I'm gonna help you. You help me. We're friends." And Tails is like, "Okay." I love Tails in this movie. He was good. I liked him. Knuckles. Oh my god, Knuckles. There were so many good funny moments with Knuckles and Sonic. Like when they're snowboarding, like Knuckles is like, "I've been training my entire life," and then Sonic's like, and I have no training at all. But look where I am. I'm in first because of you, behind you. Then Knuckles like punches a rock, goes through him. Sonic leans off a cliff. All of his rings like go. He's like, my rings, and then they fall. Knuckles says to Sonic, I lost everything because of you. And then Sonic's like, me? What? Because of you, my father. But by the day you left, my tribe was going after your kind, and I was ready, but my father told me not to. He told me not to join. I never got to see him again because of you. I lost everything myself. I lost my only friend, my only family I had. Longclaw. They kind of just had a temper moment, and then freaking Tails like traps Knuckles. Knuckles is like, oh, you betrayed me. That was like a little, and then like Sonic's like, no, and then like Knuckles like breaks through, and he's about to punch Sonic, and then Tails tries to get well, actually, Tails stays above. Sonic says, "Here, Tails!" He throws the compass because they find the compass in Siberia. In this temple, pretty cool temple, and that's when Avon shows up, and that's when Knuckles shows up. Anyway, Avon grabs the compass and shoots a missile at Tails. He gets knocked out. Sonic's like, "Oh no!" and he races off, and then Knuckles is like, They're working together to get my emerald. And then Eggman's like, yes, that's why we need to get it first, so that way they don't. Let's do it. And then like, oh man, like, then an avalanche happens out of nowhere. Sonic's like, oh no. Tails, I need you to wake up, dude. I need you to wake up because come on, dude, come on. And then he just says, okay, whatever. He grabs his snowboard. He just starts rocking it down. It reminds me from Chill Out Scooby-Doo when Scooby-Doo and Shaggy get blown out from Mount Everest, and they're on like a little slope, and then all of a sudden, the explosions that caused them to get out of the cave cause a giant avalanche, and then freaking like Shaggy's like, I don't know what you're doing, Scooby, but we gotta go, and then freaking Scooby like makes these like makeshifts like snowboards, and they're like, and then Shaggy's like, oh, far out, Scoob. All right, let's shred, and they start shredding down the hill while the avalanche is going on. Why did I even say Scooby doing this? Anyways, Sonic's going down the hill with Tails. And he's trying to call Tom, but Tom's in the middle of the wedding. He interrupts, like, the phone interrupts twice. Tom's like, what is it? What's going on? And are you skiing? Are you snowboarding? He's like, yes. But I need you to use the ring now. It's a life or death emergency now. Do it now. Like, there's something, it's hard to explain, but you're gonna have to save me now. And so Tom's like, okay, but I don't know where you are. And then, like, Sonic's like, you just have to imagine where I am. Just, look at this. Tell me, can you, imagine what this looks like? And then, like, and Tom's like, okay. So he throws the ring, and it's not the right ring because Tom messed with the marriage rings. I'm skipping the human part because the human part's not really that much. Tom just goes to the wedding. He tries to get, well, I forgot the guy's name, but he's Mike Tyson. I think it's Mike Tyson. I'm not sure. I believe it's Mike Tyson. I forgot his name, but you know what I'm talking about. He's the black, the actor. I forgot his. I don't know what his name is, but anyways, he and Tom are basically kind of butting heads sometimes. They kind of laugh about it. He's trying to tell Tom, like, that person's not really with you, but I guess you are still hanging out with her. Tom's like, yeah, whatever. It's it's so weird. Like you put human moments in a Sonic movie. I get it because you're trying to like do something different so that way you have more action later on. But it's about Sonic the Hedgehog, not Tom and Mira. But that's fine. Minor gripe, which is fine. I thought Tom was a bit more in the first movie, but you had to do a first movie because the first movie would be more of an origin, so the sequel could be more bigger, so that's fine. Anyways, Tom punches the guy, grabs the ring, throws it, the ring goes, Sonic's like, look out, incoming, and then all this snow and all this crap like goes through, they get piled up with snow. Tom and Mira are like, Sonic, are you okay? And then he's like, yeah, Hawaii. And then Tom's like, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. And Mira's like, you're gonna stop. You need to explain right now, Sonic. And Sonic's like, okay. For the short answer, Eggman's back and he's going after the Master Emerald, and he also has a new partner with him, Knuckles. It's a lot hard to explain, but there's something big's going on, and I need it. And also, Tails! And then he just goes over Tails, and they're like, oh no, there's two of them. And then, as he's trying to get Tails out of the snow, he gets hit by this, like, electrical, like, net, and he gets like, and he falls, and then all of a sudden they all say, oh, we got him, everyone, we got him, and then they're like, what? Tom's like, what's going on? And then all FBI's like, and of course, she's like, so, this wasn't my wedding? You set this up to get that thing? And then they're like, yeah, well, that was a big surprise. It wasn't a surprise. It was just like, it was so, cringy. Like, that was a cringe moment. It was like, okay, I did not expect that. Tom and Mira have to figure a way to get Sonic out of and get him out so that he can try to stop Eggman. Eggman and Knuckles go to an island. They put the compass in, and then the temple explodes out of the ocean. This big, huge, like, green laser goes up in the sky. Tom looks at it and he's like, "Oh, that's not good." And Sonic's like, "That's Eggman. He's gotten that emerald. I mean, he's going to he's already unlocked this where the emerald is." And Tom's like, "You can't do this alone." And then Sonic's like, I am the only one that could stop him, Tom. I tried to be the hero, but I'm not a hero. And then Tom's like, that's not right. That's that. Sonic, you are a hero. And he's like, I'm not. I had one shot. I had one shot to go and be the hero and actually do and try to do that shot, but I actually failed. That Fox Tails person, I got him hurt because of me. And I'm not going to let anyone get hurt. I'm the only one that's going to stop him. So he races up to him like, Sonic! And then, like, Tails wakes up. He's like, Sonic! And then, like, he's like, Sonic, wait! And then they're like, whoa, easy, kid. Easy. You're hurt. Tails like, we need to stop Sonic. Or we need to stop Eggman. And then, of course, they're like, everyone's like, the police officers gets tied up. They go over to him. He's like, do you not believe us now? And then he's like, yeah. So, Knuckles and Eggman are in the temple while Sonic goes to a nice side of the beach, and then he says, okay, water, but I can do this. Does this, like, pose where he's gonna go speedy, and then he's like, he speeds off, and as he speeds off, he goes over waves and waves, and then but his speed's starting to slow down because he doesn't like water. A big wave slams into him. I thought he went back on Hawaii. No, he actually got to the island. He gets up. I don't know how long he's been out, but he gets up. He goes to where he sees the light going out. He sees the temple. He's like, oh, that's bad. Okay. Goes into the temple. He Knuckles and Eggman. Oh my god, there's so many funny parts. Eggman or Knuckles are going through it. They're being besieged by a lot of booby traps. Knuckles is lifting up. There's like a part where it feels like they did a part from Lilo and Stitch when there's like this like door going down. Knuckles, Eggman's like, out of my way, I'm going through, and he goes through. While Knuckles like is like holding it like, "Urgh, urgh," and then like they go they both go through. Both of them have their legs up, and I'm like, okay, that was funny. And then they go to then they try to get a little more into because where they are, they're in this giant huge maze, and there's lots of booby traps. And I like how Eggman's like, there's a trap for every second we step. And then it was like, yes, and your point is, we just need to figure a way to get to the emerald without going off with booby traps. So then he like presses a couple like things on his like you know like like he presses a couple buttons on his glove. Glove a little robo comes out and it scans the area and it's like one of those like Siri like voices like turn left on this corner or turn right on that corner, and then like the projection of like the maze onto his hand, and then he's like, Knuckles is like, what is this? And Eggman's like, work harder, work harder. Like it's like Eggman says to Knuckles, don't work harder, work smarter, and then like they go through. Sonic finally arrives. He goes down the waterfall, gets down. He like gets a bruise. He's like, that's gonna leave me a mark. And he's like, all right, Temple, let's see what you got. He speeds through all the traps are trying to get him, and he's like, oh goodness Lord, fire, fire. Oh, rock, no. Arrows, It flies through. Knuckles and Eggman get to the place. Knuckles smashes through the side. Then Eamon's like, that's better. A lot more room. I love that. And Eamon's about to betray Knuckles. Then Sonic arrives. Sonic and Knuckles have this huge fight in the temple. They butt heads while Eamon's gained the emerald. There's like this cool move where Sonic gets blasted to a waterfall. Knuckles like, oh, that was too easy. And then as he's walking up the stairs, Sonic blasts through the stairs, rockets all the way up to the ceiling, uses his thunder like blast, and then just starts smacking Knuckles down through the steps. And then there's one big smash, and then Knuckles smashes through the thing, and he starts hitting him. He's like, "Why can't you just stop and let me kill you?" As he's like trying to punch like Sonic's like, because I am faster than you. And then Knuckles punches him. He goes flying. Knuckles grabs a rock. He's about to kill Sonic. Well, not kill him, but like knock him out. While Eggman is up on the top of the thing, and Sonic's like, Knuckles, look, Eggman's gonna steal your emerald. And Knuckles like, I'm not falling for that. No, look. And he looks like, you are no match to handle that much power. And Eggman's like, oh, Compoundro, my young little fellow. Your little our little team up was my deal. This isn't part of our deal. Neither was this. Thank you for letting me have my ultimate power. And your failure. What? That didn't make any sense. You know what I mean, little weird fella. Sonic's like, no! And then he grabs the emerald, he gets all power, he's like, yes! Ultimate Chaos Energy! And he like he just, I don't know what happens to him. He just like gets like obliterated, but he gets teleported out. The temple explodes. There's a lot of like water starts to go into the temple. It's starting to like literally collapse on themselves, and Knuckles gets hit by a rock. He's trying to lift it up, but there's like the wires like rising. Sonic's on top of the rock. He's like, Knuckles, come on! And then he looks. Knuckles like is on ground, and he can't lift it up, and he also runs out of breath. And then Knuckles like, then Sonic's like, okay, oh, why is it water? Okay, so he jumps in, goes and saves Knuckles. He tries to lift up the rock. He's like, oh, I'm running out of breath. And then all of a sudden, it does that nice, moment when like the air bubble comes up. He slurps the air bubble. He's like, got some more air. And then Knuckles sees like Sonic helping him get the rock off him. Then he tries to help him, and then Sonic's like he says wait, and he does his like thing, and he's like hmm 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 hmm, and then they both push the rock off. Knuckles swims up to the top. Sonic's trying to. He's like. Oh. He's trying to swim up, and he's like he can't, and it's literally from Sonic X where he's like he runs, and he's like, oh, I can't do it, and as he's about to faint, Knuckles grabs him and pulls him out. They go into the beach. Knuckles is on the beach side. Sonic's on the left side. Sonic's like, why'd you save me? And he throws a sand ball at him, and Knuckles like, how dare you hit me? I am Knuckles the Echidna. How dare you hit me with a second of those? I just want to know, why'd you save me? And then like Knuckles throws a bunch of sand at him, and then he's like, you saved me. I owed you as a favor. And then Sonic's like, true that. You said that you have lost everything, like I have, but yet you still have you have more. How do I say it? You are more happy, even knowing that you have lost everything. How can you do that? I met my own family. Knuckles, I'm sorry what happened to, both our families. But we need to work together to stop Eggman. He has your emerald, and we are the only ones, me and you. A wise man told me that heroes respect others. They protect others. They don't protect themselves. We have our chance to actually stand up and stop something. Our chance to actually stop Robotnik, Eggman, from destroying the world. But I can't do it without you, Knuckles. That's very noble words, Hedgehog. Where'd you get that? Well, now that's more of a human thing. Tom Bazowski told me. Then Tails goes over. He's like, I can't believe I have to now save you two now. And then like Knuckles jumps on with Sonic. They go and fly to Green Hills. Well, Eggman has powered up. He literally like blasts. He enters in like the coolest voice ever. And Stone's like, "Oh my goodness, sir, what has happened to you?" And Eggman's like, "Oh, Stone, I feel the masterpiece of power, and it feels so good." And then like the military are there, and Eggman's like, "Oh, goody, goody, goody! I get to test out my new abilities." He goes, he flies around as freaking Magneto, and then they're all like, "Okay." Tom's like, "Okay, you look different, and so far you still are the same cock up as you are." One second. So Eggman kind of like does the old like, "No, but you Tom, and this military have no match from me. Just watch." And all like the like metal and tanks start to magnetize. They all fly up, and then Eamon's like, "To your doom," as he flies up, and all his metal starts to come together and transform into like this giant tornado of like metal. And um, Tom and Sarah, Mira are like, "He's breaking up all the metal." Oh, actually, like that's what Tom says, and then Mira's like, "No, he's building something." As Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails fly towards it, they realize that it's a giant robot. Knuckles is like, "Oh, great. How are we going to stop that?" And Tails is like, we could, I have some suggestions, and one's one. Sonic, why do we bring the Knucklehead? And Sonic's like, "We need him, and also he's not an enemy. He just has a little bit of, like, he doesn't, like, he's a little, doesn't know what he's a little how do I say it without being stupid, out of his head." And then Knuckles is like, "I am not out of my head. I'm just furious for the fighting." And then Tails is like, "Well, I'm sorry for like you. I'm sorry for hitting you with the police car. Are you okay?" And Knuckles is like, "I'm okay. I have not. That didn't even do a scratch on me. And you, my little friend, will get your little revenge one of these days, you little fox." Tails like, "Oh, okay." They fly up. They're like going around the robot. Tails and Sonic and Knuckles. No, Sonic's like, "All right, Knuckles, since you're the bronze, let's see if you can." And then Knuckles just falls off the floor. And Sonic's like, "Okay." He just fell off. "Okay, here's the plan. Step one, I'll get up here, and step two, I have no idea." And then like, Eggman shoots these missiles at the plane. Well, Stone is trying to he's trying to like use the machinery. Um, while Tails like, he basically like goes over the missiles. Knuckles, he's running towards Eggman. Eggman's like, "Ooh, time to squish your little friend," as he's using his little like robo hands to like go up to him. And then Knuckles like punches the fingers. He tips over a little bit. Um, the plane gets destroyed, and Sonic rides the missile because he got hit by a missile, and hits Robotnik's like leg, and he kind of trips. He's like, "Ow." Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles like are next to like a rock, and then Knuckles is like, "We've hit him with all our power, but we're no match for him." And Sonic's like, "Hey, we are a team. Doesn't matter like how much power we use. We are a team. With your muscle, his tech and smartness and flying, and my speed, we can do this together." "Ah, more wise words, Hedgehog. We work together as our final stand." And then Sonic and Knuckles and Tails do this cool like fighting stuff. And it's so cool. And as Sonic's like, "Wait, I get it. He is after me. We you guys go and try to get up to a robot while I go and distract him as I run off, and hopefully he chases me. Okay, sounds good. On it. So they go. Tails and Knuckles go that side, or Sonic goes up to the robot. The Sonic's like, catch me if you can. If you can, see ya. You want me, Eggman? Come and get me. And then like, Eggman's like, come and get you. Come and get you. As he's like using his robot arms and feet to just to really to run, like not to run but like walk and get Sonic. Sonic blasts through the side of the town as he goes towards the bridge. Tom and Mira uses a truck to go after Sonic. Tails and Knuckles jump on top of a roof, and then Tails is like, "You are really heavy," and he's like, "I know. I'm 30% muscle. Now faster, Fox, Fox that can fly." So Tails and Knuckles get on top of the leg. They start climbing up the robot. As Sonic gets onto a bridge, actually Sonic goes into a forest before he gets to the bridge. He goes in the forest. He's up top of a tree, and he's like, "So Eggman, what happens when I'm dead and you destroy this world?" And Eggman's like, "Well, I'm gonna destroy other worlds. I'm gonna destroy the multiverse, and then I'll just say that's enough." And then Sonic's like, "Oh, and what about me?" "Well, then I won't have to deal with." And then he shoots lasers out of the robot eyes, and then Sonic's like, why did it have to be robot lasers? I mean, laser eyes. Oh, come on. So, Sonic is trying to get away from Eggman. The funniest line. Snot rocket and, like, a laser from, like, Eggman's, like, nose explodes the bridge. Sonic falls. He's knocked out. Well, Knuckles and Tails get into the robot. Tails uses his like cool holographic cloner to clone himself. He did that in the dance off too. Sorry, dance off with Sonic when they were in that like the God, forgot the name now. Snow place. Eggman is trying to track Sonic with his tracker, but also he's seeing the text scene, and Knuckles just keeps saying dot 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 dot. Boring. This day is boring. And then Knuckles like he's at the house again. We must get him again. And then Eggman's like, "My comprende, he is not. He is not actually in this right now. He's in Siberia." And he just makes a little hologram of like Sonic tries to smash. He's like, "Oh, you like that, huh? You're gonna like that more." And then Knuckles like hits it, and he's like, "Down, you little hedgehog. Now we should go and stop him." There's so many funny lines. Anyways, back to the fight. While Knuckles and Tails get into the robot, Sonic is knocked out. Tails uses his holographic like cloner to clone himself to basically distract Eggman, while Knuckles kind of like goes around the side. Tails gets blown away, and then Tails like, I wasn't here to attack you. I was more of a distraction." And then Eggman then turns around. And Knuckles is like, "And I'm a clone too. So see if you can hit me." And then Eggman's, "You're going down, little furry. I am an Echidna warrior, and my emerald is mine." And he jumps up and he punches Eggman, and the emerald flies right out. The Master Emerald flies right out of his body. His robot goes down. Well, all of Tails, Knuckles, and Emerald fall out of the robot's like eye, and it hits the ground. Sonic limps towards the Master Emerald. Well, Tom and Mira grab him, and then Eggman gets his robot back up. He smashes the truck. The truck flies over. Sonic and Tom and Mira gather around a little circle, and then the Master Emerald breaks, and all the Chaos Emeralds come out. They're small. So then, while Sonic's like, "You gotta get out of here. He's after me," and Mira and Tom are like, "We're not going anywhere. You and I, we're a team. We do this together." And Sonic's like, "I love you guys." As the robot's about to like actually like the feet's like robot the robotic feet's about to hit Sonic and Tom and Mira, but then the Chaos Emeralds swirl around and go into Sonic's body. The robot hits the ground, and then Tails like, "No!" And then like it was like, "Yes, I have done it. We've destroyed the hedgehog." And then he sees it, and he goes, "Boo! What the? What was that?" And then underneath, it's all yellow. And then freaking Tom and Mira see Sonic, and they're like, "Sonic?" He's lifting up the leg. Blast is right out of it. Tom and Mira get out of the way. They see Sonic in this cool form. Eamon's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, Sonic. Where, how, and why? What is this? What'd you do?" Speeds around the robot's like head, and it like chops off the heads, and then the head falls over, and it's just Eggman and Sonic, and then Sonic's like, "This is over, Eggman. You and me." And Eggman's like, "That's a good look for you. Yellow and red. Nice touch. Come on, we're still friends, right?" And then he's like about to ready to punch. He goes for a punch, and then Sonic like hits with his little hand, and he's like, "Arr!" And then like punches the robot arm. And tries to hit another one. It punches, and Sonic punches that arm, and then Sonic smashes right through all the robot stuff, and then he just tips the robot over, and then Eamon's like, "Okay, we're not friends." And then like, "Catch you later. Whatever. Fly." So he goes away. Sonic goes on the ground. Knuckles says to Tom and Zero, "He has the Chaos Emeralds. He's not the hedgehog you know." And then like Sonic blasts his power up, and he grants a wish. He gets a chili dog, a really good chili dog, and then he just sprouts another one over Knuckles' head, and it goes all over him. He's like, "Okay, he's exactly the actual hedgehog you know about." Then the emeralds come out of his chest. They blast out, and they're probably just scattered now. Just how the masters are. They scatter around until someone finds them all. Sonic, Tom is like, "Oh." I mean, and Sonic's like, "That form was great, but I'm always gonna stick with my blue." And yeah, and Tom's like, "Yellow's great, but I like you the way you are, Sonic." So then Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails become a family with Tom and Mira, and they have a great time at this cool baseball field. Knuckles tries to he doesn't know how to use a bat, so he uses his glove hand to punch the baseball. It flies right into the side of like the point machine, and oh man, so many good points. This movie rocked as hell. I love this movie. So that's my review. This review was made by Crazy Zombie. So, would I rate this? Rate this an A plus, dude. 100%. Definitely watch this movie. And if you watch the first movie, you're gonna love the second one. So, sorry for all the spoilers. If you saw this because you wanted to see it, sorry for the spoiler. But that's it. I told you 5 times, at least 5 or 4 times before the actual video started, that there'll be a lot of spoilers. So if you saw this, I'm sorry. So, anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and tell me in the comments, did you like this review? If you really did, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that way every time you know when I make a new video. Anyways, guys, I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye-bye, and gotta go fast! See ya.